Alright, what's up people? This is SithFurion, and right now we are here, the start of season 2 of the House of the Dragon. I am so pumped. I am so pumped to get into this, man. Like I loved the first season. Just like I went into it blind, never read the books, still haven't, and I just love it, man. Just so good, so damn good. My girlfriend has read the books, but obviously she's not told me anything. All she has said that like if this sticks to the books, this season is going to be wild and crazy and just shit's going to hit the fan, basically. So I've got real high hopes, man, for this to be just completely crazy. Just how it ended, you know, with the kid dying. Like Rhaenyra's going to be on a warpath now, you know, and not just her, but Daemon. My God, shit's really going to hit the fan this season. I am kind of like Team Black, I think it is, right? I am Team Rhaenyra. So, hey, at the end of the day, it's a TV show. It doesn't matter what side you align to. You know, let's all be civil in the comments. Yeah, we all know where we are. There's no need to do like a massive recap and everything. We all know where we are, what's happening, what's going on. If you're interested in watching all the full lengths and you want to watch the episodes along with me, there'll be a link down below to my Patreon. This first episode will be for free. There'll be a straight up link to the video on YouTube, unlisted. Go bring it up, bring up the episode and sync it up with me and watch along with me. But after this, every episode will be on my Patreon. There'll be a link down there. Go check all that out. But I just want to get into this, man. So episode 1, season 2. Let's do this, man. Okay. Different, but still kind of the same, really, if you think about it. I can't think of like what it's called, but it's like when you sew into fabric and stuff, right? Oh, I've got a feeling like, is this going to show what's going to happen throughout the season? Like foreshadowing, like, or is it just going to be like per episode? Are we in the north, maybe?
Duty is sacrifice. It eclipses all things, even blood.
Is that Winterfell?
All men of honor must pay its price.
Oh shit!
The North must stand ready. Winter is coming. I need my men here.
Whilst your men guard against wildlings and weather, the High Towers plan to usurp the throne. If my mother is to defend her claim, to hold the realm united, she needs an army. To the whole of the realm, my lord. We cannot wage it without the support of the North.
Is that Ned's sword as well? It looks it, doesn't it?
Do you think my ancestors built a 700-foot wall of ice to keep out snow and savages?
What does it keep out?
Death.
Pretty much. Walking death.
If your greybeards can fight, the Queen will have them.
They will fight hard, like Northerners.
My lord. A raven's arrived. Urgent.
I was thinking that was that Raven's like spreading the word. Oh shit! Because I was thinking like have we had like a bit of a time jump, like? But no, I guess we're going pretty much straight after it.
We're going to King's Landing.
To what end?
Killing Vhagar. I cannot face that hoary old bitch alone. With my dragon and yours together, we can kill Vhagar and her rider. Make it a son for a son.
Really?
Was this the Queen's command?
The Queen remains absent. She has been gone for days. Too long. She is exposed.
She is grieving.
The mother grieves as the Queen shirks her duties.
Ah.
It was only when I saw my daughter's mortal remains that I could begin to mourn her. A raven has told Rhaenyra that her son is dead. She needs to know it for certain.
She was a fool to go alone. What if Aemon were to happen upon her?
Then I would pity Aemon. She's not acted on the vengeful impulse that others might have.
If you'd have acted when you had the chance, Aegon's line would be extinguished. And Luke would be alive.
We've already covered that. It wasn't her place to start it. She does need time to grieve at first, you know? Well, Daemon's more like a solid fist. He just wants to keep punching.
Dragon! Arm the scorpion! Back! Scorpion ready!
Here we go again.
Stand down, it's Vhagar! Stand down!
You're really gonna need people that knows the dragons, all right? Hold on. The intro, the sewing.
I'm afraid.
Don't be. They'd be fools to come with Vhagar protecting the city.
Not the dragons. The rats.
Rats. I don't think she means literally. Yeah, because she can kind of like sense or see the future, right? Bit like the intro, predicting what, like foreshadowing what's going to happen. Okay. That's Christian Cole, right? Wow.
There's a chill in the air.
Did he just Christian her Cole? Okay, I'll stop.
We cannot. Again.
Yes, Your Grace.
I don't think that was the first time.
Good day.
Must learn the ways of court.
Does Otto know? Like, he must know, any. He knows everything.
My letters to Rhaenyra. Has there been any answer?
An apology for her dead son?
None, Your Grace. Between that and their blockade of the gullet, we must presume that the princess has refused the offered terms, and that war is now inevitable.
Yep.
Rhaenyra's blockade has placed King's Landing under strain, and those pressures will multiply quickly.
Well, we should have just killed her when we had the chance.
Regrettably, the opportunity for surprise has been lost, and with it the chance to end this conflict quickly.
If we are to break the Sea Snake's blockade, we will need to bolster both the Lannister and Hightower navies.
We do have need for a new master of ships. We could offer the title to the young Lord Dalton Greyjoy.
Aemon.
Here he is.
Path to King's Landing is through the Riverlands. We must establish a toehold there.
The River Lords will either declare for me, or they will meet Vhagar and Sunfire together. And we can burn the blockade while we're at it.
Rhaenyra has dragons as well.
Mine are bigger.
If we loose the dragons to war, there'll be no calling them back. We must proceed cautiously.
Fat old Lord Tully will either raise my banner or see his burn. We should fly to Riverrun.
You are the king. Your Grace, you must not put yourself at risk.
And Vhagar is needed here to deter Rhaenyra from attacking, in retribution for the death of her son.
Errors were made in the hours following King Viserys' death. We mustn't compound them. You've already demonstrated your might, Your Grace. We must now favor patience and restraint.
I had come earlier to have a word before the small council convened, but your handmaiden said that you were indisposed.
What is it you wish to discuss?
I have completed questioning the whole of the castle staff. So I am satisfied I have exposed all who betrayed our trust.
And what of them?
They no longer breathe our air. I've chosen your new staff personally.
Give me that.
Your Grace?
Just leave me.
She don't trust any of these new ones. So I actually kind of feel bad for her because, like, it's clear she doesn't want to go to war. I think she would rather resolve things peacefully. She misinterpreted what the king said as he was dying, and shit's just kind of snowballed. Now, of course, what Aemon's done now, it's just made things 10 times fucking worse. A bit exposed. You know, the dragon can feel it just as much as her, man. Jesus.
And how might your king be of service?
'Tis my flock. A tenth of them taken by the crown on the cusp of winter. If I'd had the time to plan,
We should
perhaps.
return them. I shall make your flock of sheep whole.
We already made a promise to all the Crown lands that a tithing of livestock would be necessary to sustain the dragons for their increased activity and, pray not, eventual fighting.
Right. Perhaps we could just return his sheep. He came all this way.
If you return...
Wow. Okay.
After further thought, I have decided that I cannot restore your sheep.
On one hand, it shows that he's very kind of pure, like he wants to probably be a good king, but at the same time, he's so unexperienced.
The Smiths are all proud to support your grace against Rhaenyra, but iron costs have grown. To put it simply, we are struggling. If we could but have the crown's coin before we started work, it would bring great relief.
You shall be paid, and paid well.
He's going to walk back up there again.
Our victory depends on the efforts of the small folk.
You have my most sincere gratitude, your grace.
I'll hear the next petition.
See, it's like he wants to be a good king and try and please everybody, but yet he's so unexperienced, he doesn't know when to make the right move and when, you know...
Tis the hand's want to keep a firm grip on things. You controlled your father the same way. Viserys had a certain reputation as being pliable.
I am aware.
I would think, as we find ourselves standing within a hair's breadth of war, that you would wish to be viewed differently.
How?
Otto Hightower was your father's hand, your grace.
Wow. Basically saying you should get your own hand of the king. Maybe he might put himself up for that role. Playing the Game of Thrones.
How long have you been selling secrets to Otto Hightower?
As long as he had gold to pay for them.
Who sent you fleeing from King's Landing in such disrepair? You put Aegon on the throne.
That was the Hightower's conspiracy. I merely profited from knowing Aegon's movements.
But you delivered him.
He would have returned home eventually for gold and for respite, as he always does. I simply sped the business along.
Business that ended with the theft of the Queen's throne and the murder of her son.
You only blame me because your true enemies are out of reach.
Oof.
Have her moved to the cells. She is to be treated as a traitor to the crown.
Forgive me, my prince, but the lady speaks the truth.
What is it to you?
A matter of honor.
Was it honor that made you stand by and watch as the Hightowers usurped the throne? You and your traitorous twin?
No, my prince. I'm shamed by it. It's why I abandoned the King's Guard and my brother.
I don't care. Aegon was in your grasp. You should have killed him yourself.
I reckon I were named to the King's Guard at just 8 and 10. And we swore the same oath to defend the whole of the royal family. So what were we to do when they turned against one another?
But I like it how, like, she even said, like, he's blaming everybody because his enemies are out of his reach, right? And he's practically saying, look, well, if you did this or if you did that, then we wouldn't be here. Because he did it at the start with Princess Rhaenys is her name.
Did you find what you needed?
Yeah. Now it's time for fucking war now.
I want Aemond Targaryen.
Shit's on, man.
Your Grace. Lady Jane Arryn has pledged her support in exchange for a dragon to guard the Vale. And Lord Cragen Stark has promised 2,000 men.
Yeah. Gotta be mother and son at this moment, you know? I'm so invested in this, man. It's crazy. And I think because we saw her younger as well and everything she kind of had to go through, you feel even more invested in these characters.
SithFurion.
At least she lit a candle for him, you know? Yeah, like I said, I genuinely feel bad for her because she doesn't want any of this. She started out as a scared little girl that was forced to, you know, get close to the king and, you know, everything. it goes back to what I said about how, like, because we saw them younger and we've seen what they've had to kind of go through, it just gets you so wrapped up in it.
I'm told you bear a mislike for the High Towers.
Fuck the High Towers.
Wow, okay. He's still gonna have loyal men on the inside. But then the question is, how many? How many men are still loyal to Daemon?
The White Worm said you're one of Aegon's rat catchers. I was also given to understand that you possess a unique knowledge of the Red Keep.
Michael's tunnels. Great big rat's nest it is. I know them better than the shape of my arm cock.
Okay.
This is my friend. Tonight he's going to be your friend. You're to find and slay the Prince Aemon Targaryen. He has silver hair and one eye. Should be easy enough to find.
Really?
All right. What if we can't find him?
We've wasted precious days in this war of quills and ravens. Words.
Why did it cut away?
No castle would dare to raise Rhaenyra's banner against us. He would bring the whole of the crown land.
If they can't find him, then what?
Otto fears to upset the order of things. And Alicent is simply angry. She blames me for starting this war, after she plotted with my father's council to usurp his throne. Her Grace speaks with two tongues.
She has a gentle heart, and Rhaenyra is a cunning spider. Long ago, she drew Alicent into her web, intoxicated her.
Fuck's sake, my guy, get over it. Jesus.
She holds love for our enemy. That makes her a fool.
Lord Hand.
I like how Aemon doesn't stand up like, fuck you, man.
My nephew's already taken that.
Well, which would your Grace prefer?
It's a king.
Loved or feared?
I need to be both. My mother and grandsire.
See, now the big man knows a way into, like, the main fucking chamber. Through the tunnels.
The untamable beast.
I'm not really commented on it, but the way that this is filmed is so good, man. The lighting and stuff.
If we're to kill a royal fucking prince, where do you think we're gonna find him?
I got you in the castle. I thought the rest was your bit.
I'm no way upstairs. I just don't know my way around. Show me.
Hey! Okay, this guy needs to fucking die. How would you like if I drag you down onto your hands and knees and start booting you, you little fuck? Like, no way they're gonna kill Aemon. In the first episode.
Who the
Really?
fuck is she?
She's the queen, she is.
A son for a son, he said. Or does she look like a fucking son to you?
Over there.
No!
We need to get our head and get out.
Could this be like the alternative plan if they can't get Aemon? A son for a son, right?
Which?
Really?
I have a necklace. It's of great value.
That's not a son.
That's going to come back up. The necklace.
Wait. It's the other one. She's not going to give up the king's heir that easy.
No. She's telling true.
Wow, are we really going to do this? Are they taking the kid's head off? Oh my god. But this is this is the alternative plan, right? If they can't find Aemon, you take the king's son, a son for a son.
Helena! What happened? They killed the boy.
Oh, fuck, no! It's how, that went so damn quick. Wait, hold on. If Alicent was with Christian Cole, where Christian was giving her his coal, so if he was there, who should have been looking after Aegon's kids? Like, where was the guard at the door? Is that where Christian Cole should have been? Was protecting the offspring of the king? Because Aegon was sat in the throne, and there was all the other guards, so it's not like Christian Cole was meant to be there. Oh shit. People are going to be asking questions like, where was Christian Cole? If he was really the one meant to be standing guard. I can't believe they went that round. And Daemon is meant to be a savage, right? So like, there's a reason why they cut away when they said, what happens if we can't find him, right? That's the backup plan. You take Aegon's son. And the episode is actually called A Son for a Son. Because there's no way they would have just acted on their own. This was Damien's plan, his backup plan. And I reckon the necklace will come into play. Maybe that's how they'll track down who was the guy who did it. Because of course she'll say, look, like, I gave him the necklace. Or because she can see the future, she'll know that I'm going to give you this necklace and you're going to take it because it's going to be the way that Aegon is going to be able to track you down. You know what I mean? I'll be shocked if that necklace don't come back up again. I like how like this episode was kind of focusing a bit more on like the political, kind of the actual playing the Game of Thrones and people trying to like strategize again. Like fucking, God, what was his name? The fucking something strong. The one with the weird walk and the foot fetish. Like everything he was saying to Aegon about how like, oh, like Otto, like he's been the hand to the king for 3 different kings or something, right? And how, like, you know, maybe he needs to make his own mark. Basically saying that you need to have your own king. And I think he might try and put himself up for that role. So it's like people are trying to play the game. Now, started first episode back. I truly believe Alicent doesn't want to go to war. I think if it was up to her, she would have tried to resolve everything peacefully. But because of Aemon, I am going to get all the names properly, but because of Aemon and his actions at the end of last season, it's like, that's not going to happen now. Like this, it's gone too far. Rhaenyra isn't going to be like willing to sit down and talk and bend the knee, and you know what I mean? But now that it's come back, now that there has been a son for a son, I don't know, maybe Alicent will be a bit more like, now we're going to go to war. But then again, it's like, she might be kind of like, yeah, this is fucked, but this is in retaliation for your actions, Aemon. You know, this is your fault. You know, even though he was saying it's like, but my mother's blaming me, but yet my mother was the one who took the throne and stole it. And this, you know what I mean? So it's, oh God, it's so good. We didn't really spend that much time with Rhaenyra because she needed time to grieve. And I guess finding some type of like remains, that whole grieving process, what is completely natural. But like when she walked into that room and just, it was like, now it's on. But I wonder, like even though she said that she wanted Aemon, is she going to be pissed off with Daemon for killing a child in retaliation? Like, but then again, her son has died. Is she going to be okay with it? It's like, okay, this is war now. Or is she going to be like, how can we punish barbaric actions that killed my son with even more barbaric actions, if that makes sense? You know what I mean? It's like, 2 wrongs don't make a right, you know? I'm really intrigued with how she's going to respond to this now. Because obviously this was Daemon's plan. Like I said, there's no way in how like these two just acted on their own. Because there's a reason why there was that cut when he said, what shall we do if we can't find him? And as soon as it happened, I was like, oh shit. What's going to happen? Oh my God. I feel like I need to sit here and talk about it more, but because I want to try and get this edited and up as soon as I can for you guys, I feel like I can't sit here for fucking ages rambling. And sometimes I do. Like, sometimes I sit here rambling for about an hour, and I end up just like regurgitating the same kind of things over and over again. And then when I edit, I just edit it down to about 15, 10 minutes of talking. And so I cut away so fucking much. So I'm going to have to try and keep this kind of short. But yeah, solid first episode back. I'm just so happy that like Game of Thrones technically is back. And so far, like, the standard has been, hell yeah, man. I love all the characters. Team Rhaenyra all the way. Just everything about this, man. The acting, like I briefly talked about the cinematography, but so many of the shots were just outstanding, man. And the acting just, I actually got really choked up when the one son came back from the north, and then him and Rhaenyra. It was like, no, this is just mother and son time. Just, you know, that actually really got me. So good. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. If you're interested in watching the full length, there's a link down below. Because the version that I watched, they kind of went into like a commercial break kind of thing, but there was just no ads. I think I might have to get my hands on the HBO Max version and edit it, and then probably upload 2 versions. So there'll be 2 links down below. One to the Sky Atlantic / Now TV, and then the second one will be to the HBO Max. I think that's what I did for season 1 as well. And now that I think about it, so there'll be 2 versions absolutely for free. Go check it out. If you like that type of format, completely unedited, you get to hear every single comment, every single reaction. Maybe subscribe to my Patreon, because every episode is going to be going up on there, man. Yeah, give this video a thumb up if you like it. Comment down below, let me know what you think, and subscribe if you haven't already, man. All right, I've been SithFurion, and I'll catch you in the next one, man.